Did you see someone exposing BitBoy's scam while he was on stage and him having a meltdown? I totally forgot about that. Yes, I did. Hold on, let me pull that up. That was so shameful. BitBoy, you'll remember, is the douchebag on YouTube who's the crypto bro who peddles garbage. Like, he's just a prolific, untrustworthy person in the crypto space. A YouTuber named Atozy called him out in a video talking about the shit that he's done, calling him a dirtbag. BitBoy got his feelings all hurt, so he tried suing Atozy for 75 grand or something. And he ended up getting laughed off the internet, so he retracted the lawsuit. But he still makes content. And recently, at his, I don't even know what this is. I guess the BitBoy Con, I don't know, convention to celebrate BitBoy's clownery. A woman went on stage. A woman went on stage and confronted him about it. And he doesn't hold it together very well.
No one needs. Where's the evidence? Let's hear it. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Give the evidence. Don't give the evidence. This is your moment.
This is... So what's happening is here. What's happening? She came up and is like, man, fuck you. You're a fraud. Your shit's bad. You're stinky. Boo. Boo, BitBoy. Boo. And he's like, oh, you think I'm a fraud? Well, where's your evidence? Pull up your evidence. She's like, bet. So she goes to ZachXBT, who made a huge thread not too long ago, it was back in January, that pointed out so much of BitBoy's garbage. Like, poking holes in everything BitBoy has pretty much ever done, really. It's such a thorough beatdown of his whole career, and she brings it up here, and BitBoy's not super happy. He continues to invite it, challenging her.
So guys, we can just go and check all the evidence posted by ZachXBT.
A thread from a year ago.
It doesn't matter whether it's a year ago.
It doesn't matter at all.
Hold on.
His defense was, oh, it's old, that's a year old. So you were scamming a year ago then. Like, it doesn't change anything. All of the information is still accurate, even if it's a year old. You still did this. It doesn't really change it, so it's a bad defense. BitBoy's sweating, getting a little swamp-assy, and then it gets real rough.
When you do
Please
this...
go and check all the evidence.
okay, so... You're a child molester. You're a child molester. You're a child molester.
Okay, can you let me complete now?
No, I don't have to back up with
Then
evidence.
why?
It's just something that I said.
You know
This
what?
woman is a
But
child
you-
molester. She's a murderer. She's a murderer.
Look at you, you're shaking. You know when people shake.
Yikes. So his defense, after she brings up the ZachXBT thread, his response is, you're a child molester, murderer, murderer. Like, he just had this biblical meltdown in his mind. He could no longer even pretend to not be offended, bothered, and he had no rebuttal, so he defaulted to child molester and murderer. It's so goofy.
Those are psychological evidences. We know when you're wrong, you shake.
Baseless accusations. Pretty big BitBoy L today. But if you go to his Twitter, he's still a man. You know, he still thinks pretty highly of himself. He's still, you know, he's not disappointed in the man he sees in the mirror. He still talks a big game. So, like, here's him, here's him from only, what is this, 2 hours ago? 3 hours ago. Too big to care at the gym, baby. Yeah, getting swole out here. Might call a woman a child molester. Thinking about it. Bitch boy. Yep, after the Atozy drama, everyone started calling him Bitch Boy Crypto, which I think is a great nickname. He did address the drama, kind of. In one of his shows, he took like 5 seconds to say, it's just like snot-nosed YouTuber that I was suing, but it's not worth my time. Lawsuit's done. He made it sound like he was the good guy, and he's like, I just decided it's not even worth it. That was the only acknowledgement of the case that he ever did. Bro's pushing 50 and called BitBoy. I know. Like, if he wasn't such an asshole, I would actually find all of this adorable. Like, he's very clear. Like, I've listened to him. I watched the Tozi's video, so I did a little dive on him. He's very clearly not knowledgeable on this space at all. I pulled this up on stream. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now because it's been a couple months. Someone did a breakdown of all of the things that he told people to invest in, all of the crypto moonshots he told people to put their money in, and someone tallied up all of them for like 7 months. And on every single one of them, they were either rug pulls or you lost 60 to 90% of your money. Only 2 of them had any returns, and those returns were like 2 to 3% returns. 2 out of like 90 recommendations. Like, he's just fucking terrible at everything he does. Even if he's not blatantly scamming, he is still giving the worst advice in the space. You know, fuck it. I'm going to try and find that thread again because it was so good. Oh, here it is. It's the first thing that came up. This isn't the original thread, but it looks like they still circulate this around. This was the information. It's just this isn't the original thread. This is someone just responding to him with it. But the person who compiled this went through all of his like recommendation crypto moonshots, and these were the returns. So they went to the video, and then they went to where it is now to see what you will have made. And only 2 of them were green. Whole market was down. Is that why? I mean, that even still, like, it's all of them except for like, I guess, Ripple were just fucking crazy moonshots or just like blatant scams that he was peddling. This isn't all of it. This is just one of the screenshots. But no, it's not just the market being down. If you'd like to see BitBoy in all of his douchey glory, there's actually another angle of this train wreck, so I'll go ahead and play that for you, but just the end here because the audio quality is also a little clearer.
You do
Please
this.
go and check all the evidence.
Oh, okay, so you're a child molester. You're a child molester. You're a child molester.
Okay. Can you let me complete now?
No, I don't have to. I don't have to back it up with evidence. It's just something that I said.
You know
This
what?
woman is a child molester.
That's
She is a
not big
murderer.
boy.
She's a
That
murderer.
Look at you. You're shaking. You know when people shake? Those are psychological evidences. You know when you're wrong.
No, it's because I'm angry at baseless accusations.
Watching BitBoy Crypto is a lot like watching your drunk uncle embarrass themselves on Thanksgiving every year, but somehow BitBoy has an audience that must hate money, because by following his advice, they're just perpetually flushing all of their cash down the toilet. And speaking of flushing things down the toilet, BitBoy has once again ruined his reputation to anyone that's not in his cult-like following. What he was trying to do here is call her names like child molester and murderer as an attempt to say, oh look, you can slap labels on anyone without proof. But it doesn't really work because she did bring proof and evidence to suggest that you have had a history of shilling scams, which you have. That's not defamatory, that's not slanderous, that is a provable fact. You have shilled projects that have turned out to be scams. Now I want to quickly show the thread that she was referencing, the Zach XBT thread, because it's actually a very insightful thread into the character of BitBoy and how he does business. So if you're interested, you can look that up and take a bit of a dive on the history of BitBoy. Zach XBT was also the one responsible for tracking the return on investment from BitBoy's suggestions, and he even clarified that he did the year-to-date calculations pre-market crash. So all of this was without the market being in the shitter. Pretty impressive resume from BitBoy here. It looks like 1 out of every 1,000 projects he shills might give you a 5% return at best and a 92% loss at worst. Great odds. What a remarkable joke. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about him a little bit because I thought it was a very silly video, and that's about it. See ya.